Hello everyone, welcome here again. Now I would like to talk about compassion. Compassion is a quality of human being. If we have compassion, we understand the suffering of other people, and we not only understand, if we can do to help them overcome their suffering, we will try our best to help them overcome their suffering. We will not ignore them. And the Buddha was known as the greatest compassionate leader in the world. Compassion is very essential to live peacefully with yourself, with your friends, and in the society. That's why I would like to tell you a story regarding compassion. There was a king. He liked eating meat too much. He couldn't enjoy his breakfast, his lunch, or dinner without meat. And at the same time, he also liked hunting. But he didn't like hunting alone. So whenever he go for hunting, he called the people to go with him. And the people were not very happy about that, because very often the king asked them to go hunting with him, and they are also very busy with their work and with their family. That's why they are not happy about that. But when the king called them, they couldn't reject. So one day the people assembled together and they discussed what to do about that. And one of them said, why don't we go into the forest and drive all the animals from the forest into the king's place of guarding, so the king can hunt them anytime and he won't bother us anymore. And everybody liked the idea. So they discussed how to drive all the animals from the forest. So a few days later, the people assembled again with the stick, weapons, arrows, and noise maker in their hand. They went to the king's place of guarding and they opened the gate of the place of guarding. And they went into the forest for a few miles. And when they were in the forest, they circled the forest and they started making noise and beating the trees, beating the ground to scare the animal. In that forest, there are two groups of deer. One group, there are 500 deer, and another group also 500. So there are altogether about 1,000 deer are living in that forest. And when those deer heard the noise, they were very scared, so they start running in fear. And very unfortunately, those deer ran straight into the king's place of guarding. And when the deer are inside the place of guarding, the man shut the gate. And they went to the king and informed the king about that. And the king came to his place of guarding, and the king saw two groups of deer. He is very happy about that. And among them, the king saw two golden deer. One of them was called Ningroda, and the other was called Saka. They are the leaders of the deer. And the king gave immunity for those two deer, the golden deer. Nobody will touch them. Nobody will kill them. From that day on, sometimes the king come to his place of guarding to kill deer for the meat. And sometimes the king sent his cook to kill for the meat. One day, the king cook came with arrow to kill the deer. The deer were very scared and they tried to run away in fear. Of course, they couldn't escape. But because of running in fear, many deer got injured and died accidentally. So it happened like that for a few days. The leader, the golden deer, Ningroda, called his friend, his other deer, the other leader, Saka. He said to Saka, my friends, we all know that we cannot escape from death, and our friends are dying because of they are running in fear. And because of running in fear, many of our friends got injured and died unnecessarily. So Ningroda said to Saka, why don't we establish a lottery system? Like one day, one deer from one group to be killed, and the next day one deer from your group to be killed. So if we do like that, the other deer no need to run in fear anymore. And they agree with each other like this. When the other deer also know their leader discard, they also agree. So from that day on, the court come, one deer go to the execution place to be killed. And the court was happy about that because his job was easier now. And one day, the Lord fed on pregnant deer from Saka group. And the pregnant deer went to her master, Saka, the golden deer, Saka, the leader. And she said, Master, I am with baby. So can you please change my place? Because I don't want to die with my baby inside me. After I have delivered my baby, I can take my place and can take my tongue. And the leader, the Saka, the golden leader said, no, I cannot ask other deer to take your place. You must bear the consequences of your own fate. And when the pregnant deer had no sympathy from her leader, she was very disappointed. So she went to another group leader, Ningroda, the golden deer, and she repeated her story to Ningroda. And Ningroda was very sorry and sympathized her situation. So Ningroda, the golden leader, said, Sister, do not worry, I will change your place so you can take your time when you have delivered your baby. So the pregnant deer, very released, go back to her group. And when the court came to kill for the meat, Ningroda, the golden leader himself, went to the execution place to be killed. And when the court saw him, why Ningroda, the golden deer, came to be killed? He already got immunity from the king. So the court was very surprised. And the court ran quickly to the king and informed the king about that. When the king came to the place of garden, the king asked Ningroda, the golden deer, my friend, the leader of the deer, the king of the deer, why are you here? And give you immunity and give you freedom to live. Why are you here? And the king asked Ningroda, the golden deer. And Ningroda said to the king, Sire, today a pregnant deer came to me and begged me to change her place because she doesn't want to die with the baby inside her. So I feel sorry for her. So I change her place. But I cannot ask another deer from my group to be killed for her, to take her place. So I decided myself to come here, taking her place to be killed. When the king heard about that from the Ningroda, the king was so happy and so much respect for the Ningroda, the golden deer. And the king said to Ningroda, the golden deer, oh my friend, the king of the deer, I'm very happy to hear your word. Even among human beings, the king said, I have never seen anyone who is so compassionate for others. You are the first, and you made me feel very humble. So I want to give you freedom one more time. And also I will give freedom for the pregnant deers also. The Ningroda, the golden deer, said to the king, Sire, I'm very happy for giving me freedom. I will tell you, Sire, every being is afraid of death. So what about the rest of the deer? The king said, Ningroda, my friend, because of you, I will give them freedom too. And Ningroda continued asking, what about the bird? What about the elephant? What about the animal from the land and the fish in the water? All animal in the water, they are also afraid of death. What about them? Ningroda asked the king. That the king said, my friend Ningroda, because of your compassion, and will give all the animal freedom from now on. My countrymen, including myself, will never kill any animal anymore. So, because of the compassion of the Ninkrada, the golden leader, all animals are free and they are living peacefully. So, this is the end of the story. You see, compassion, how important is it? One deer have compassion for other. All animals in the world, around the kingdom or around that kingdom, have freedom. Compassion saves not only ourselves, compassion saves a lot of people, a lot of animals. And also the big lesson is here. If we are a leader, we have the power to change the world, to make the world beautiful, to make the world beautiful. We look at the world nowadays, the leader, they created weapons, powerful weapons to kill a lot of people in the world, and they threaten each other with their weapons. So the people are feeling not safe anymore. People fear what they created, the deadly weapon. That's why, in order to live peacefully in the world with one another, we should have compassion. Compassion is the key to make peace in the world. A weapon cannot make peace in the world. We should have compassion with one another, and we will make the world beautiful and peaceful place to live. Thank you so much, everyone. May the Triple Gem bless you.